secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Yellow Jackets offense will start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Hill. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Oh, they're after him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And he got just enough of that one. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect expect early in this one, David?
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big... And that brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. A solid pickup and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. This time he's got his man. Stopped him at the 40. But that's a big pickup of 15.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Look out, he's got room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at
the defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it to the right. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
This time it's complete. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Hauser. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as... The pass, it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released. It falls to the turf.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Unloads to the wideout. And that down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing toward the end zone. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using the quick game. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He wants to throw it again. Under pressure and down. At the 33.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
Hey, what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Steps away. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Okay, so the QB scramble, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Quarterbacks love to have a big out there, and as big as this dude is, needed a bigger target that time.
It's tough to miss a target that big, Reese. You put those guys in there and you know I'm going to throw it up to him and let him make a play. I just didn't know I could throw it that far, or I was that strong, or really I didn't know you were that bad where you could miss that big of a target.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Hill. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's reeled in, it's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. The short hands, it's Anderson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Power football with the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tar Heels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Leaves it with the back. Across the 45. They've got it inside the 40 at... as they pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Taylor. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The screen, and watch out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 26 over Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case... changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Caught over the middle. It's blocked. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete on the right side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Riggs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd, and he hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He takes it at the 45. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's rigged. It's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He lost one down the sideline. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment. It'd be great right here to end the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He wants to go deep. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the draw. Hard running there. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch right at the 50. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation